the guitars were still working, so we were still playing a little bit, just waiting to see if the rest of the sound was going to come up. Didn't happen. I started walking back to Joey, and we're going to end the song, and Steven went the other way to go and do his and dance out there at the end of the at the ramp, and my back was to him, so I didn't see it happen. I just Joey just kept nodding like this, and I turned around and I saw that Steven was not there anymore.
Yeah.
And I just saw all this rumbling down on the side of the ramp, and I saw the security guards kind of lift him up and walking him off, and they walked him off kind of right between me and Joey, and I could see he was pretty dazed and banged up, and and of course we were flipping out, and because we didn't know. I knew he'd fallen off. I didn't know how bad or anything like that, and we just kind of just waited. And the audience was pretty cool. It being Sturgis, you don't know what way it's going to go. And I was waiting for the power to come on so I could make an announcement. And we wanted to make sure that he was safe and in the ambulance going out before we started having the people leaving and blocking the entrances and all that stuff. So. Yeah. As soon as I knew he was like on his way out, I announced to the audience that the show wasn't going to keep going. I think we'd been an hour into the show, so they were kind of obviously they were disappointed, but they didn't like wreck the place or anything. I don't think there's any, at least from what I understand, there's no like concussion or broken spleens or pierced lungs or any of that kind of stuff. It's just he does have broken bones in his shoulder, but nothing like life threatening. It's a contact sport. I mean, you never know when you're going to get slammed in the head by something, or something's going to fall on you.
Yeah.
Or it's blinding up there. Really, you can't see stuff coming at you. Anything that's happened is really like has anything to do with age. I mean, it's stuff like I said. I fell off the stage 25 years ago. I mean, that was like, I mean, stuff happens. Everything that's happened is it happens to everybody, at one time or another. And it just, I mean, we've had a good 25-year run of practically no cancellations, and it just all happened to hit us at once. But that hasn't been any kind of, I don't see any reason to stop. I mean, it's like, we've all had our turn in the barrel in the last 3 years, so I think we've probably got a good bunch of time before we get another round.
Yeah. How's Tom Hamilton doing?
Tom's great. He's actually I think he was ready to come out and join us. For the rest of near the end of the tour. Brad's back and he's full of fire, and I'm fine. Joey's fine, and we're just. But Steven we just don't know how long he's going to be out. I think the world is a little bit lesser place with him not walking on it, but he did live an amazing life, and the music that we hear today, even though some of it's made on computers, there's still reproducing sounds that he heard in his head back in the 50s. A lot of people don't know what he invented and just how important he was to actually the art of recording, and that part of it is I think that will start to come out as people start to eulogize more about his death and all. But he was just a great guy. I defy you to find a picture where he isn't smiling. Whenever you'd met him, you always felt like you knew him forever. And he was always talking about the next gig and next time you're going to get together, that kind of thing. And he was just a real rare person. As soon as Aerosmith postponed the studio record, I just turned the switch and we went downstairs and started going. I called Dave, because David Hull was, available, and we auditioned drummers and just went at it. And I had all these songs in my head ready to go. And my wife actually found, Billy found this kid in Germany on YouTube, and she said, "You got to hear this guy." I mean, so I listened to him, and actually I was at the Hall of Fame and talking to him on the phone and convinced him it was really me. And, kind of went back and forth a little bit. And I said, "Well, are you going to get a plane ticket? Come on over and we'll see, just how it goes." And sure enough, it was him. And he's a permanent member of the project.
That's awesome.
And we'll be, definitely be working on a few more records together.